Alright, even though I'm done building this thing, I'm now having to build myself a stand. That way so I can properly store this thing without worrying about getting damaged. Basically how I'm going to have this thing stored. Give me a second, let me figure out how to properly raise this thing. I'll be storing it like this. Now normally, I won't have to really worry about some type of superstructure, but since I damaged the nose cone, because as you can tell there's some rippling right there when I put pressure down, I'm having to build in a superstructure. Kind of sucks I damaged the nose cone. I mean, I could probably pull this. I can probably pop this nose cone off if I generally take a hot glue gun and melt the points right here. But I don't want to take a chance in damaging it. Well, actually, hold on. Can I actually remove the? Can I actually remove this? You know what? I'm gonna try to remove this canopy. And let's see. I think I might want to record the process too. You want to help, Patty? Or are you just gonna sit there and scratch yourself? Oh, you want to help? Give me a second. All right, let's see. Excuse me. If I can pop off this canopy without severely damaging the paper, I could easily reinforce the thing and not have to really worry about building some type of weird superstructure to hold the thing together. So give me a second. Let me prep my hot glue gun. I don't know how long this is actually going to be. This will be like one of the first times I actually record myself actually doing some of the processes I do whenever I build these things. So let me see how I beaded this thing first. Okay, I think I see how I beaded it. Can I move this any closer? No, I cannot. The stand will not let me. Once again, I'm very happy with the way the person made the 3D model for this thing. If this wasn't embedded, if the canopy wasn't made like this, I wouldn't be able to do this. Okay, it's a little bit ugly where I hot glued it, but I can easily remelt this hot glue and make it look nice and clean again. Alright, try to do the same thing on the other side. Alright. It seems like Arctech has really redone their mini high temp hot glue guns, because this thing's the hottest mini hot glue gun I ever had. Alright, deal with that. Looks like I have a little bit of damage on the canopy, but that's easily fixable. Ew, there's a lot more hot glue on this side. All right. There we go. And a little bit of damage done to the canopy. Not much though. Easily repairable and easily fixable. Mainly the damage is done here and here. Sorry about not focusing. This stupid iPhone doesn't want to. Oh wow, that was not in focus at all. I'm totally sorry about that. Alright, I can actually now show some of the internal structure inside this thing. And actually see how it failed too. Give me a second. That's the internal structure, and the failing point is right here. Yeah. I knew I was going to kick myself for not putting some reinforcements right there. Nice to see I was right about that. Looks like I can just shove a big old wooden dowel straight through the middle, and shove it all the way in the back right there too. What's that? Oh, that's the wing. That's this part. Huh. All right. Give me a couple seconds to find my popsicle sticks. I'm going off camera to find the more straighter ones to use. That won't work. That won't work. This one. This one. This one. All right, there we go. Okay, I just put a big bead of hot glue in through the middle. Apparently my cat didn't want to help. She's very, very stupid. She's a dumb cat, but she's my dumb cat, and I have to put up with her. Piece of junk ran out of hot heat already. Now the fun part, try not to burn myself when I stick this piece of wood in there. Boom. Okay, how am I going to do this? Okay, if I put that there and just put a bead of hot glue there, I should be able to. Let's see. I just do it like this. I know I can do it like this. Yeah, that's what I'll do. God. Thank God for my high sensitivity to pain. Can't tell you how many times I burnt myself with hot glue and my high sensitivity to pain kicks in. It still hurts, but not like it. But I'm pretty sure, but not like it. But it's not actually that bad, at least for me. I still don't like getting hit. I still don't like getting burned by hot glue, though. It still hurts. It hurts and it sucks a lot. But this is like this. This video is more of how I'm guessing you can say a build, but this is more of how I do repairs. And like I said, I am not a professional video photographer, as you clearly can tell by how crappy this video is. Okay, I'll put that there. Actually, mount a little farther in like this. That should hold that down. Ah, yes, the joys of working with super hot glue. Ugh. Yeah, that can work. And then just dab a bead of glue in there, and that should be more than enough reinforcement. Patty.
Patty.
Let's see. Put a bead there. It's hot drying still. The front end's still good to go. Patty's still coming in and out of my room, which is, well, which isn't much of a surprise for me, because she's incredibly stupid and annoying, aren't you, Patty? Ooh, excuse me. Alright, I'll be right back. Going to find a wooden dowel. Move cat. Then all I really need this to do is support the weight. It is still flexing, but not like it was. Though, actually looking at how this thing's going and how this thing is put together, I think it might be a good idea to actually make it to where I can actually hinge the cockpit canopy. That way so I can open and close it for repairs. Because I have a feeling the nose area is going to give me problems down the road. And luckily it's already luckily the canopy is more formed now to the actual airplane than it used to, so I shouldn't encounter much problems. But I know one thing for sure, if he comes out with a mesa skin for this, which I think he is, I'm definitely going to be redoing a few key areas a lot more differently. That way, so it'll come together a lot more faster or a lot more better. And I'll also make sure I heavily reinforce the nose cone, the nose area. Oh yeah, I don't see this busting anytime soon. As long as I keep a little as long as I as long as I have this little piece of foam bracing the nose area like this. Give me a second. As long as I have this little piece of foam bracing the nose like this when I'm standing it upright in my closet, it will be fine. Because now I reinforced the nose area so it can actually withstand all this. But that's the one. This is the one thing I do. I overcomplicate things until I figure out, hey, the original idea I had was the easiest. I'm thinking it's part of me being autistic, but then again, I do like pushing my skills. So that's another reason why I kind of like going a little bit hard, why I like to sometimes go on the hard route before I go for the easy route. Because I like pushing my skills and see if I can get something done and whatnot. Let's see, is there any more reinforcing I can do before I call this video, before I close this video off? It probably won't hurt to put some reinforcement there. Though that's a cheap stick. That'll work. Alright, that should reinforce that area, so I'll be good to go there. Put a bead of hot glue in there. Then I'll just dab the whole front right here with glue and then call it. Actually, I'm going to call the video here because I'm going to wait for like 5 minutes for this thing to fully heat back up before I put a big old gob full of hot glue inside here. But that's pretty much how I kind of build these things. Well, technically this is a repair. If I wanted to do an actual build log, I'll need to buy some type of better video equipment, and I don't got the money to buy myself a high capacity, a good digital camera that was going to do time lapsing and all that stuff. Lord only knows how big of a SD card I'll need for that, because I'll be time lapsing something in the realms of 6 to 9, even 10 hours of build process a day at 1080p. That is going to be a lot of storage. You want to check out my work before I end the video, Tum? You want to check the work, Tum? What do you think? You think it'll work? She says it'll work. I am kind of hoping he will keep the same box system for the White Knight's aircraft, because, like I said previously, it makes building these so much easier. Instead of having to work on instead of having the whole thing being a hollow chassis, to where I gotta build reinforcement structure as I go along. But like I said, I already got into that, so I'm not going to repeat myself. But yeah, that's, like I said, that's pretty much the process I go through when it comes to doing a repair. Amazingly enough, I haven't yet to even take this thing to my anime convention. I'm already doing a repair on this thing. But I want to at least do a video showing my process, and hopefully this gives you a general idea of what I have to go through when I go to build one of these things.